All right, everybody, how's it going? This is the Aaron and Austin Show, otherwise known as the AA meeting.
Unofficial title forever.
Yeah, the unofficial.
Yeah, we ain't changing the jingle, goddammit.
The jingle was good. Yeah, I do dig it. We got a good show tonight. We got Matt Bauler, local promoter and man about town.
Thanks for showing up on short notice, man.
Yeah,
we're on a Tuesday. We got our co-host doing big things. He's got to go. And
I'm out of state this weekend a little bit. The blues band I'm working with right now is playing some.
Where are you playing at? Who are you playing with?
BB's Lawnside Grill and BB's Jazz and Soup. All the blues clubs are named BB's, apparently.
And this is in Kansas City?
Weekend. Yeah, BB's Lawnside in Kansas City. Really good barbecue joint. Always got blues on the weekends. Really cool place. Had some actually pretty big names roll through there. BB's Jazz and Soups is right by Cardinal Stadium in St. Louis.
Oh, really? That'll be fun.
Yeah. If it's game day, it'll be slamming.
I mean, baseball every day's a game day almost, unless it's travel day for the most part, or they're out of town.
I know a lot about sports ball, and I agree.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, just listen. When it comes to sports ball, you just look at me and smile. I'll cover that part of it. Yeah, you know what I mean. So you had another all ages open mic this week, and what's funny is we're talking about sports ball. There's a really talented young girl that's doing the all ages open mic.
A 13-year-old young girl. She is singing the national anthem May 6th in front of the Wind Surge. And she's been coming out here to kind of just get practice, I guess, on stage and in front of a crowd.
It's a good place to do it.
And our host, Sam Shea, is a very busy karaoke host around town. He does probably 5-6 nights a week, just karaoke.
But that's who's hosting the All Ages Open Mic?
Yeah.
Sam Shea. Shout out to Sam Shea.
He's a lead singer for a band called Riot Nurse. I'm sure they'll be in here on the
eventually.
podcast.
100%.
But he's been giving her feedback. And she's been totally taking it instantly, not fighting it like you dick, she's really taking it. And
talented young singer too.
Yeah, very talented, very natural voice.
Nice.
So.
Well, what's funny is I get this information from him today while we're having an old fashioned and fish and chips up at the Anchor today, and I'm like, well, that's really hilarious that you mentioned that she's going to be at this Wind Surge game, because I literally just was at the DJ who run, and shout out to DJ for the Win, Will Crabtree. Shout out to him. He's the DJ and a local DJ here in town, and he does the Wind Surge DJ. Yes. So in and out of breaks and batter introductions.
He plays house music, EDM music.
I don't know, maybe
fans.
I didn't I get such limited time with him. It was quick, but shout out to him. And hopefully I'll get with him about, trying to, coincide with this young girl that's going to be singing the national anthem. That's pretty awesome.
I'd love to get her in there and get some rock star treatment for her. And just really
why not?
Make her feel good about it.
Yeah, I mean, because any confidence you can give to a young artist, you guys know, I wasn't ever a young artist, but I was a young athlete. Someone giving you a little bit of confidence means a lot. Can really push you in a long way. So, ton.
Yeah. So what do you got going on, man? I know that on the 9th or the 8th.
For
the show we just did with Imagine and Ionos and
that's how we wrote Matt into this podcast. We knew Aaron was going to be out of town, and he was here promoting his first show at Muse. And take pimp that show a little bit, take the reins with who was all here, all that good stuff.
It was great. It was Ionos from Dodge City. It was Imagine from Clay Center, Kansas, and Suffocate the Skies from here in Wichita. And James Behringer, he wanted me to book a metal show for the Muse Meridian, and I thought of 3 of the best metal bands that I know, and we just brought a banger. I thought
it was awesome.
Yeah,
I thought it was
great.
Really cool. I wasn't here for the whole night.
Yeah.
But what I saw was really cool. I saw this girl, she couldn't have been more than 7 years old. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And she's opening the door for this guy that's blacked out, eyeshadow, mascara.
He's all in.
Spike necklace, leather.
Well, is this a guy that's performing or in the crowd?
In the crowd.
Oh, that's even better.
But
for me,
she's
that's better.
She's being the host. Opening the door. Typically scary metal guy walks through. Kids will be scared. No, man, kids are
kids were getting down, cool. Man. It was cool, yeah.
And that's what's the fun thing about here. You can attest to how we doing this here. What's great about the shows that you guys are doing here, if it's your week, as a single dad, I have some weekends that I can do kind of whatever I want because I don't have my kids. But then the other weekends I have my kids, and I would like that you guys are doing these shows that I can bring them to is amazing.
Oh yeah, totally.
How about a bunch of fun? I can show up on Monday nights or on some of these times you have these shows and with my whole family instead of just trying to get away or trying to find babysitters, we can come out for a little bit and have some fun, right? Because that's what I was seeing. Yeah. That's what I was seeing. Because we little quick rewind is how we got him on was we were filming the podcast for the 5th episode, and you're running around promoting the show, and I was like, here's a great guest. So he's standing right here. Why don't we just lock this down right now and get it over with? So that's how we got him here. So how did you get into promoting shows?
I have a friend, Stacy Sears. She had a show at Barleycorns, and
also
she
hella talented.
Extremely talented.
Yeah, I'll have to look
one of my
into it.
favorite female vocalists.
Great, I have to look into that for sure.
And she had a show, and it was with Saltia, and she needed a third act, and she hit me up because she knows that I know a lot of people, and so I got a hold of Felina Rivera from Norman, Oklahoma, and she came up. It's a great show. And Stacey just kind of gave me control of the show. And she goes, just make it, make it ICT Live Presents, whatever. So I was like, did that. And then I wasn't too sure of like how many more shows I was going to do. I was going to do this one first, kind of see how it played
see if
out.
You could make this a thing.
Right.
See if I can make this a thing, for sure.
So even before that first show happened, I said, well, my 1-year anniversary of my YouTube channel, ICT Live, is coming up.
Yeah, promote that too.
Why not do an anniversary?
ICT Live, subscribe.
Why not do an anniversary show? So even before that first show happened, I went ahead and booked my second show. And that was in 2020. Yes,
2020.
Yep,
and
2020.
And kudos for you for doing shows at that time. That's a tough time to get any fucking thing off the ground.
So,
in the last few years, how hard has it been for the last 2 years to do fucking anything?
Right. So, and that first show was in November. My anniversary show is December. So 2021, I did 20 shows. And the hardest was in that first of the year, like January, February. I was trying to help Kenny Ballinger, R.I.P.
For sure.
With book his birthday show at Barleycorns, and we were kind of co-promoting it. And I was trying my hardest to find some bands to do the show, and everyone was either not comfortable playing during COVID, or they were they lost a member,
or they're not practicing right now. COVID put a lot of restraints on a ton of musical acts, musical venues, restaurants. All of us, kids, even kids not being at school. It was a fuck show, and a bunch of bullshit for a hot minute. I
didn't know as many bands as I do now, so I reached out to everyone that I could. I just needed one more band, and I just went to Kenny. I'm like, dude, I don't know anybody else. And Kenny, being who he was, he
found someone.
He came through. Yeah.
Who'd he get?
He got Whiskey Dick.
Nice. I've seen them.
Amazing.
Yeah, they're still a thing, aren't they? Right?
So good. Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
Those guys are awesome.
Yeah. So shout out to Whiskey Dick.
Man.
It's a thing too, and it's a bar here in town. Whiskey Dick's,
great bar with great food.
Yeah, great bar here in town. I like Whiskey Dick's, and
according to
Dave and John's place. Yeah,
according to the TripAdvisor app, they're the #1 restaurant in Wichita.
They do get a lot of great reviews. They're on a great spot because they're right off of Kellogg. So you get anybody tooling through the town. It's literally like a stone's throw right off of Kellogg and Seneca.
Dude, so I just found out that there was some list of the top 50 best barbecue places in America. And Wichita came in something like 19 for B&C's barbecue.
Oh, you never been there?
I haven't been to B&C's.
Oh, well, you want me to school you?
I definitely want to go.
You want me to school you?
Yeah.
Okay, so B&C barbecue, and if anybody who's a true knows this place really well. Sorry if I butcher this a little bit, but it started at 3rd and Washington or 2nd and Washington. It's right off of Washington, and it was only from 11 to 2, and it was a buffet joint, and it was pretty raw when it first started, straight
raw meat.
Yes, like sushi barbecue. They were trying a new thing.
Yeah.
They had campfire.
They were just hey, try a hot link without us cooking it. Yeah. But anyway,
that campfire's going. So it
was styrofoam cups, $11.99. All you can eat through the buffet, and they had just fold out tables, chairs around it. The city crew, I worked for the city forever, so we knew about it. All the people that eat lunch regularly out and about in this town knew about it. Fire ribs,
brisket.
The brisket is it's good.
So I'm the only one here that hasn't been.
But fire ribs and hot links, and they have this sliced salmon sliced sirloin. that is really, really good.
Super good.
You got me
Super
back.
good. Super good. Super good. So like it's a dank restaurant, and then they recently, and I don't know what happened, but it changed a little bit, and they opened up more of it, and then there used to be a bunch of trinkets inside the place. Like you could buy like somebody that owned the place like made shit out of Coke cans and made shit out of nails, and like you could buy shit. There's like it was kind of like a local whatever that place is that has the gift shop that you want, Cracker Barrel. It's like a local Cracker Barrel.
Oh wow!
But it had like cool stuff. So then it changed, became all that. Now it's finally parlayed into a full-time restaurant. Now they still do the buffet during the day, during 11 to 2. But get in there, bro.
Yeah,
I wish they would have not put the buffet still back in the corner.
Right.
Like you redid the whole entire place. Like why didn't you move the buffet so easier to get? Because now you're standing like literally right next to people that are trying to eat.
Yeah.
Like while you're trying to get back to the back corner buffet. I feel like they could have streamlined that system a little bit better. Right. But their food's so good, we forgive you.
Right.
Because it's really worth it.
Well, and I didn't even hear about them until this survey came out, and I was like, trolling Facebook or whatever. Yeah. Here pops up this deal about like Wichita has the 19th highest rated barbecue in the country.
It's a dank barbecue joint. It really is. And I'm again speaking wildly out of pocket without any research on this topic. I think they've won some like barbecue competitions. Like they took some of their stuff to some barbecue competitions and like got some notoriety for their stuff.
I was always a big fan of Bite Me, but this place
what we need to do, all of us, even if you're in, has anybody tried the one that they re-put back into the
I keep seeing
into the
Facebook,
firehouse,
dude.
like Section 8 or some shit?
Station
8. Section 8.
Section 8 barbecue. It come on used styrofoam.
Oh shit! Like you might get shaped in that joint.
What flavor Kool-Aid would you like?
Well, now you're selling me a little bit.
I'm kind of into it. Barbecue and Kool-Aid went together for me as a kid.
100% grape Kool-Aid.
It was the Purposaurus Rex, that like grape mixed with lemonade. That was my.
The Purposaurus Rex.
Dude, you remember?
They had the best names.
I do remember. But I can't believe you pulled that out.
Don't pretend like you don't remember.
No, I ain't pretending. I ain't even pretending a little. Can I get a little? But so yeah, we should all go try. Because you were at Norton's today, right?
Correct.
Yeah, you had. I saw that because we went to the Anchor and had a couple old fashions, and I saw that you were at. I was like, shit, we should have just hit you up and came to Norton's, or you came with us for sure. But
definitely.
Danny, anytime you're at lunch during the day, you can check with us. We'll come have.
Well, I feel it's a mandate, right? I mean, you and Shane are kind of dating.
Yeah. Who's Shane?
Yeah.
He's the drummer for Rise Again.
Okay, cool.
Local band.
Great.
Aren't they on that show coming up at Temple Live?
Yes, they actually just got added to the Saving Abel show today, I believe. That got announced, and they're playing with Blackstone Cherry.
Playing drums in the background.
They're playing with Blackstone Cherry as well at Temple.
Oh, nice!
And actually,
isn't Dusty Grant on that too as well? So that's a pretty good show coming up at the end.
They're some of my best friends, dude.
Is that RA is them?
That's
All right, well, I'm gonna have to get into it. If you went as far as tattooing it, I'll give them a listen. I don't know them that well.
I got Dusty Grant tattooed. I got Ether tattooed. I got Wabash and Lake tattooed.
This is the promoter I like.
Yeah,
this is the promoter. He's down for the pound. Yeah. He's in for it.
Dude, music is my life. I mean,
so during 2001, you're starting to be a promoter. And 2020. And then that's when Kenny helps you fill that show. That's kind of where we were at.
Yeah.
So how's it go from there?
It just took off. Like I just started reaching out to bands saying, hey, you want to play a show at Barleycorns? You want to play a show at Shamrock? You want to play a show at the Elbow Room? Also, RIP.
Yeah. I know Justin Brown's been really
picking up
a lot of your shows.
Yeah. Yeah, Justin, I love working with Justin.
He's the best.
He's awesome.
Shamrock, Barleycorns,
Barleycorns and
me and John.
Jerry's,
Me and John do 2 shows with him a week.
Yeah, right. Justin's good people.
I love working with Justin.
I love stand-up venue and bar owners that are up front with you, honest, they like I want their expectations. You don't have to bullshit me. So I don't want him to be overly dicky or overly, kiss my he's right in the middle. He's right honest. That's what we want.
Yeah, like I have no problem hitting him up on Messenger anytime, saying, "Hey, do you have an open date for this month, or what dates do you have open up?" I got this band. They want to do a show. He'll send me the dates usually within the hour. Like he's super on top of everything.
Yeah, he's always very responsive with us.
He's always the communication.
Yeah. So as a venue owner, I always get a lot of people through my inbox about I want to play this show. I'm ready to play this show. I'm coming through. I'll be there. And I'm sure as a promoter, you're getting the same thing. Like,
Absolutely.
Like I want to do one of your shows.
Yeah.
So what do you look for in a show? What's your process look like? Like I'm going to select you.
Great question.
My first thing, if I got a band like this, to say like from Texas, they hit me up and say, "Hey, we're coming through Wichita on this date. If you got a venue that's free, we'd love to play." First thing I do is check out their music.
Yeah.
If I'm not a fan of their music, if I'm not a fan of their music,
So are you going to live shows? As both of you guys, quick question: are you going to live shows to look at their music first,
I am.
or are you going to their content that's recorded?
And
both, I'm sure. But which one are you going to first? Which one do you hold more weight?
I'll just go to like Apple Music, see what they got, and if they don't if they just happen not to have anything recorded, maybe I'll go to YouTube or try to find something live.
I'm looking.
But you try Apple Music, or something that's a little more legitimate first, as far as you promoting like an LP or something.
Yeah.
I'm looking for an EPK.
See, Darren?
I'm looking for the EPK, right? Because I need the tools to promote.
What's the EPK? Tell me that again.
An EPK is an electronic press kit.
Yeah, that's right.
And every band should have one. I feel like I preach this all day long, I guess, but every band should have one. I'm a venue owner. I don't know your band. Nobody in my town knows your band.
Right.
Okay, so now I need your logo for a flyer that I'm going to put up there. I need a video that I can pump out on social media in the 30-day ramp of my promotion. Preferably a couple videos that I can kind of go that way. Right. If I'm doing any kind of printed media, I would like your bio to read like a press release, so I just send it in there. And maybe there's a picture that I can put with it. You know what I mean? Like
save me some work.
All these little things. Well, that's what it is. Yeah. James always says this, that all these club owners, promoters, businessmen, they want to golf on Friday. They don't want to fuck around with trying to compile all this information that you didn't give them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I always feel like the same way a little bit. Like, if you're not overly passionate about your brand, like sending me all your, if we're trying to do a show or a podcast or anything like this, and you're not just sending me your stuff and you're making me fucking work for it, right. You don't care enough. It's not my art. I'm passionately sending you my podcast shit or my shit. Right. You're passionately trying to promote the shows that you're trying to do. You're passionately trying to promote Slow Coast Studios. You're trying to promote Muse. You're trying to do that stuff. If an artist ain't giving you, you should,
give me the tools to do it, and I'll do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
If you give me a link, I'm gonna click it. I'm gonna share the motherfucker, right?
Right.
100%. It's not that hard. It makes it easy for us.
But if you don't care enough to even compile that stuff together, I don't know. I don't know what I can really do for you.
Right. If you're not passionate about it, why should I be?
And at that point, I might like your music.
Right.
I might really want to help you.
Yeah.
But what's that going to take for me to do that? You know what I mean? Now I have to ride you. And have you ever tried to get a musician to do anything or a band to do anything? They're personally herding cats anyway, just the inner band stuff.
Yep.
And now you're trying to push them in a direction. I mean, good luck.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Never had to. I've always wanted to know what it's like for promoters. I'm sure you guys assholes are a little tight when it comes to show night. My
last Barleycorn show, I had a band from Midland, Texas called Brightburn.
Shout out to Brightburn.
Great band. And first thing I do is once I have the whole show set up, I start a Facebook Messenger group with members of each band, so everyone knows.
So you got a thread going with for show details and all that crap.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Great idea, of course.
And so we were talking about getting a flyer made. The guys that are with Brightburn, they had me a flyer within an hour, which is
they're on it.
On it,
dude.
And so get the flyer, announce the show, ready to rock and roll.
Well, and the show we did here at Muse with Ionos, Imagine,
Suffocate
the Skies, we asked for their backgroundless PNG logos. And we were able to turn those into projections, animated projections.
Oh yeah, to put behind them. Yeah, that was cool as fuck.
Animated projections.
That was a cool. That's got to make you feel cool as a band, right?
Well, and
that's what
I'm saying.
Every time I told the bands that, your logo is going to be on this big screen, they're like, what?
They're like, yeah,
that's cool.
We don't get that shit at Barleycorns. We don't get that shit at this bar we're playing at.
Muse. I mean, the auditorium in there has a lot of fucking options.
Yeah,
it's pretty awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
we really tried to build it to elevate the standard. You know what I mean?
But, and just to make people feel special, like
that whole VIP room. Tell me they didn't feel like rock stars when they're
right.
Yeah, you guys have a legit green room.
Yeah.
A legit green room's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Every venue needs a legit green room.
Oh, yeah.
Like, have you guys ever been in the green room at the Cotillion?
Oh, yeah.
It's a cool green room, but you still have to walk through the people to get to the stage.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's off to the side, and you still got to walk, like, right through the people to get to the stage. But it's still cool. Like, you want that little bit of that feeling. I mean, what are we here for, right?
Absolutely.
For sure. So the show went off pretty good.
Yeah. It was a learning experience, but I thought it went great. I call it a win.
And I love that we're trying to push the all ages, non-alcoholic being part of it.
I'm really trying, but Wichita has long since had a history of just non-support.
Yeah.
All right, like I don't know any other way to say it. It's like you can be doing some really cool stuff, and there's no real avenue to promote it. You know, that's why I'm really interested in kind of developing this podcast and seeing what we can create with that. But there's really no avenue in promoting. You know, like when I'm in New York, there's the Village Voice. And I'll pick that up and I'll look around. When I'm in Tulsa, there's a Tulsa Weekly or Pitch Weekly. That's I think it is Pitch Weekly. Oklahoma City has their own rag. You go anywhere, you grab this free magazine, you open it up, you find out what's going on tonight.
Are those still prevalent in those towns right now? I feel like that's a dying medium.
Well, printed media is kind of a dying medium.
I know, and so that's why I always like balk a little bit at that medium because, but I would hate for it to die because I like the idea of it because we had the Splurge and we've had another kind of magazine here in this town that did the same thing.
There was Naked City.
Yes, that was the other one. Yeah, that was the other one.
But what I'm saying is that those weren't quite what I'm talking about. Okay, like Naked City and Splurge both. Okay, there's a lot of like different articles that go in there. Okay, I remember one in Naked City where it was like this guy collected like stamps or something weird. You know what I mean? So here we have an article that takes up 3 pages and it's like a stamp collector.
It's like bullshit. Yeah,
stamp collector.
It's bullshit. It's not local bullshit. It's not like you can't go see the stamp collector like blow bubbles out of stamps.
and I also feel that here locally, and I don't want to come off harsh, but I'm saying I think here locally a lot of those efforts they really are shooting for the stars, you know, so they go with the like top quality printing, like glossy full color everywhere, and it costs them too much. And so what happens is there's ads everywhere.
And you lose something.
You know what I mean? Like if you have a 36-page magazine and like literally 18 of those pages are all ads, what kind of content am I actually getting? Now, I understand it's free, okay? But
I mean, the same thing applies to a free app. If you download a free app and you get a ton of fucking ads, like, fuck this app. Yeah. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, it really is.
It's an old school phenomenon. We're all pretty used to it, you know what I mean? But if I have to really just like sift through any kind of bullshit to get to what I'm wanting, I stop.
Right.
100%. Try getting somebody to go to the second page is anything.
Yeah.
Like you promote shit. You promote shit.
Yeah.
You guys you're both promoters, I would say. And trying to get people to like click the second link or click the second page is fucking tough.
Well, they're really not going to do it.
They're really not.
The perfect outlet for promoting shows, Facebook, it's like pulling teeth. Like it's so hard to get your show announcements out there. Like I'll promote something and I can see like how many people saw it. And it's like 30 people saw this. I'm just like,
the problem is we're fighting that fucking Facebook algorithm.
Yeah.
All of us have a lot of followers and friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
And the thing is even you guys will post something. Even I'm seeing this now as I'm trying to promote our show and promote local artists and stuff. Like, you're lucky if a third of the fucking people that follow you and are your friends see your post.
Yeah.
Some of them might not see your post for another 3 fucking days.
Oh yeah.
So like, that's why we need people to help as far as likes and comments and shit, because then everybody will see it.
Shares.
But it's like the sad thing is if like a few dumb comments like on a post will like open the whole post to your whole Facebook feed. Yep. Like, it's so weird to me. Like, they have such an easy platform, and I won't sit here and talk shit on Facebook because I use it and I kind of like it.
There's little tricks, you know.
Yeah, there's like you have to defeat the algorithm.
Right.
But if I have 1,000 friends or 10 friends, and I post something, all 10 of the people that agreed to be my fucking friend should see what the fuck I posted.
Exactly.
But that's not it, man. I mean,
I know, but that feels like that's how it should work.
You have 5,000 people on your crowd, right? Like
you do.
Well, let's say let's talk about your 1,000 then, okay? Because we're
well, now that's just now I feel like it's a competition.
Well, everything's a competition, also.
Well, apparently,
but we're talking about 1,000 people, okay? For me to get my post across, I have to post 3 times in that day to hit maximum exposure off of my.
So you think each third gets each post?
No, I'm telling you, it's kind of a proven format. I was told this, and ever since I've done it, more people see my posts. If I post 3 times a day, then
the chances of you reaching all your medium is better.
And there's another
so your content creators. And
there's another carrying
for
capacity.
YouTube. I'm going to apply that. Aren't you?
There's another carrying capacity about likes, comments, and shares. Okay, so if I release a video, I'm more likely to get shared, and if I ask a question, I'm more likely to get likes and comments.
Yeah, responses basically.
Right.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
And so in those 3 posts, I try to pull that off. I don't always have something to ask. I don't always have a.
But every once in a while,
but if you frame it that way,
well, and you're just hoping something catches fire a little bit.
Well,
like you never know. Like there's no formula for fucking viral.
Right.
Like nobody. That's the thing that keeps the internet so honest.
Yeah.
Is like nobody can be like, if you do this, you will be an internet success. Like there is random shit that hits and goes viral every fucking week, and you have no idea whether the rhyme or reason it is. Yep. Like sorting shit is like in your fucking fridge is popular.
Yeah.
Like for a couple of months.
There's this whole show on Netflix about the Bring Joy. You know what I mean? Does this item bring you joy? I can't remember her name, but she organizes your stuff.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And she's like, this is like, yeah. I watched that whole
I watched the whole thing too.
And like me too. Like we've all seen it. That's how the fucking internet works. It's so weird.
There you go. She figured out whatever algorithm is gonna make that across our deal.
My biggest thing is like my initial, like let's say I have a show, my initial concert announcing it for the very first time. If I share it and like 2 band members from one of the bands share it, it reaches maybe like 50 people. If every member of every band shared that shit, it goes, like 5,000. Yeah, and if 5,000 people see it, 2,000, whatever.
And if they just like and comment on those posts too, like they share it, like, and as you're sharing, why not click like and say something real quick? Right. Like thanks for promoting my band, and then share it. That's what I always do.
Algorithm exponentially. Really,
it really does. That's how I always try to cheat it.
Yeah, like, and if like Temple or Wave or the Cotillion, if they make a concert announcement, even if I'm not like a fan of the bands like Dashboard Confessional and Jimmy Eat World.
Well, I get
when they play at the Cotillion. Yeah. I might not be a fan of the music, but I'm still going to share the event.
Just and I hope people go. Yeah.
Just to help spread the word.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. The Cotillion does well, or the Wave does well, or wherever the fuck does well. This place does well. Like, we all benefit from that. Because we all love local music, correct?
A rising tide floats all boats.
Yeah, rising tide raises all boats. I love that. T-shirt material, for sure. I don't know how it hasn't been.
I'm sure I'm saying that quote wrong every time.
I mean... There's no wrong way to say it.
You get the point.
You get the goddamn gist. But that's what's the fun part about it is as all these places become more popular, you get exposure for all these artists.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully.
I think it's a groundswell coming. I feel like I see Wichita on the rise as a local music scene because
that's what we're trying to do.
Because of open mics, because of promoters that give a shit like Matt, people, venues that are opening doors for all types of artists. Like, I feel like all those things are great for this community and great for our local scene.
I've always said that a music scene, we need open mics. Okay, I need a place for people to come out of their basement, out of their garage, and start playing a stage.
Yeah, and like get and make this like them being able to feel like it could be a thing.
Yeah. And I also need all ages shows, and that's kind of where I'm geared at now with Muse, is just trying to get some all ages shows. The kids have to have a place to develop this and want this, especially now, man. Most of your kids, they don't get past Fortnite. You know what I mean? And now they're
or their
stuck.
phone.
Now they're stuck. They're on it, man.
The social media and shit too. Like, I'm stuck to it too. Like, as a promoter, as a venue owner, like how much is that like a big part of our fucking life?
I had to take away Spaz's phone.
Yeah, I mean. My daughter got suspended because of her phone at school. Like,
oh yeah, I heard about that.
I tried to put her on blast, but I mean, the girl, a fucking teacher took her phone. A teacher took her phone, and shit got real.
Yeah, it escalated from
It
there.
escalated.
I'm not going to put her on blast either.
Yeah, hey, I love her to death. But I was just at her music concert tonight playing. She's playing the tuba.
Like, look, guys, I took away his phone today, and he was mad a little bit. Okay, but he also hung out with us all day today.
You get a little different version of him too.
That's what I'm saying.
But is he honey dicking you to get his phone back?
Huh?
Is he trying to be super awesome so he can get his phone book?
That's totally what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, I would be doing the same shit.
I expect him to do that for 2 or 3 more days.
Yeah. So we get like you got to earn your phone back. That's kind of what we're doing. The problem is I come from like. Luckily, he's with you. Like, if I take Aubrey's phone away, I lose my lifeline with her when she's with her mom.
I think I gave it to
We
you
have a divorced family, so like we're co-parenting. We do a pretty goddamn good job of it. But like, if I take her phone away from her, and the same thing her mom realized, because that was like her mom's first like knee-jerk reaction was to take her phone away, and then she realized she can't come and you don't have any contact with her.
He's co-parenting. I'm basically no parenting. I've only been a dad since October, and the kid's like 11, and I'm really trying, but I don't know, man. I'm learning as I'm going here, and it's like. I think I gave him the phone too early, man.
No, you didn't.
I kind of come to this place of just like,
no, you didn't.
Well, what do you do, man? I mean, all right, 11, like special needs kid. You know, if I let him, he'd eat ice cream and like juju beans all day. You know what I mean?
I'll present to you guys. There's no right answer.
Well, there's
no right answer for any human being. What you got to do is just try to.
You try things, but I think there has to be a way to backpedal out. You know. And that's kind of what I told him today. I was like, hey, man, we tried this, and this is the kind of behavior I got from you.
And this shit ain't
Will you agree that, like, that happened? And he's like, yeah, okay, that kind of happened. I see that, and I admit that. And
you have any kids?
No.
You're doing the right thing. It's a lot easier.
They're expensive pets.
Oh, dude. I had someone that described to me as a kid as a dog that slowly learns to talk.
That's so terrible.
It's like getting a dog that slowly learns how to fucking talk. So it made me laugh. So as we are talking about your promotion, what do you got coming up? And even though we know there's one show that's going to probably be post-release, pimp it anyway. Fucking give them. It's next weekend.
Yep, it's coming up actually this Saturday.
Yeah, pimp it.
At Barleycorns. It's the benefit show for one of my good friends, Lana Malone. She
I am going to be playing that show.
Yep.
You are
John, our sound man. Yeah, his band.
Look out! We have to look up every episode, at least one. John?
Are you there?
Yes.
Because I want to eventually cut that all together.
So it's going to be a benefit show for Lana Malone.
And who else playing?
We're going to have Brooke Blanche.
Nice.
We're going to have Hey Radio.
Excellent.
We're going to have the Band of Assholes. Shout out to John. And we're going to have the Caves.
It's John's band.
Caves, nice.
Yep, it's that's 4 of Lana's favorite bands, local bands.
That's amazing.
And
what's going on with her?
And we're also going to have.
I'll tell you here in a minute.
Okay, off camera.
We're also going to have Erica Prophet selling Criminal Rules.
Oh my God, they're so good.
Okay, bam. Now, man, now shit changed.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
That's this weekend?
Doors open at 7, $10 at the door, gets you a raffle ticket. I got like at least 20 raffle items to give away. I got someone donated a guitar. I got 2 $50 gift cards to Midwest Drum and Percussion. Nice. I got Rob from Temple donated 2 tickets to any upcoming Temple event. A lot of cool shit.
Excellent. So anyway, most of this stuff is going to be past tense when this comes out, but check out all the shit that he's doing with that show.
And there's also other ways to support Lana.
Yep.
Lana, if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, Lana Malone is an artist in this community.
I know her. I know that, but I don't know any further than that. So.
And she's done like the Monday night art fights with Farley.
Yes,
Charwell.
yeah, that's how I know.
Yeah, she's really been crucial in the bigger, weirder, cooler events that happen in the arts in this town.
Yep.
There is an arts community here that is very like.
Right.
Pompous.
Nose in the air, pinky up in the fucking thing, and it's all kind of
a little snooty.
Yeah,
a little like
arts and.
I don't like any art that excludes people.
And Lana just brings it real, man.
Right.
Lana just brings it so real, and I love her and Farley to death for
100%.
that. But what happened is that her house burnt down.
Oh, I've heard about this. Okay.
Yeah, and
she lost fucking everything.
I'm going to tell you something crazy about that. Is that we were out here at Muse on the back, and we were smoking a cigarette out here, and we saw the smoke, and we were like,
what's happening?
We were like, oh man, that's a house fire. That's
Well,
way.
so you
that's way too
thank you for running the show for that,
Yeah.
for sure.
I didn't know that was her house until
Right.
That's
the next day. I go,
Right.
oh my god, no way, that was.
I mean, even if you have fire insurance and like you get some monetary value back for the shit that you have, like, can you imagine like your fucking like family photos and like your all your
She lost her
bullshit?
dog.
So that's
like,
God, yeah.
Oh, like you
Yeah,
lose.
like I mean, I
Fires
can't
are
even
rough.
imagine.
Yeah, shit.
Fire burns
Stop.
everything.
Stop! You're gonna make me. You're gonna make me misty. If I lose my dog in a
It's like-
fire, like,
I can't.
Matt, sorry. Just all have a minute for the
No,
dog
there
in a
we
fire.
go.
That's rough,
We
man.
lost it. Yep.
So after that show, even though that one will be post haste, I hope everybody went and checked that one out. What do you got coming up after that? I know you have your birthday party show
Yep.
coming up at Norton's.
It's gonna be Friday, June 10th. Norton's Brewing Company, my favorite restaurant, in Wichita.
We gotta go hang out. We gotta go have a lunch with Matt at Norton's.
Norton's is great.
It's so good.
Next
And-
week, let's
and,
hook that up. Next week, let's hook that up.
And Norton
All three of
sponsored
us.
our show.
Yep.
Norton sponsored the middle show we had here.
Oh, they did?
They did.
We
They
love
kicked a little
Norton's.
cheddar for you guys this week?
Man, he really did. He
did.
came through.
Because of you.
Yep.
Because of you. Let's
Well,
be honest.
that guy came through.
You put your work in for that.
And he was honestly like, I don't even need my name on the flyer.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
cool.
he was-
I'll pay for tickets,
Yeah, I was
whatever.
like, Aaron and I met with them.
They've
and
been super cool every time I've been there. Like,
Yeah.
really awesome and accommodating. And nice.
He just gives a shit about the local scene.
He does.
That's what it
we
is.
love.
He does.
Am I wrong in saying he's
involved?
involved in the wave in a little bit of way, or am I
I
wrong?
don't think so.
No?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I think it was just maybe every time I went to the wave, I went to Norton's first.
I mean, possibly.
I mean, that's when I do a show at
it's literally
Barleycorns.
right next to there. So.
Right. When I do a show at Barleycorns, that's my pre-Barleycorns show tradition. So,
I mean, their beer, their drinks, and their food is
Dude,
great. I mean,
all
it's
All right,
like,
so I went there the first time I went there, and I got this burger that was 2 grilled cheeses for buns, and
Yes.
then it's the burger.
yes.
You're really tapping the fat guy in me right now.
Oh,
I'm having
gosh.
a little bit of a chubby. I got my tight pants on.
I had to loosen up a buckle on the belt.
You know I was gonna fit that in, John. I've just been waiting. Everybody's talking about my tight pants. Anyway,
The best chicken sandwich, the best on Wednesdays.
I saw your chicken sandwich today, and I'm not gonna lie, I had a good fish and chips today, but I looked at your chicken sandwich today, and I was a little jealous of it.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Wednesdays got a Wednesday night special. Best fried chicken I've ever had.
Is there a chicken fried steak option?
There's
Because
not.
I'm a little bit
There's
of a
not.
connoisseur for the chicken.
They're saying
You,
fried chicken.
you,
I'll
will
go for
say
it.
you will say fuck chicken fried steak after you have this chicken fried chicken. Chicken
I
fried
will-
chicken, mashed potatoes and gravy,
I will
fried
take
okra.
that. I will take that dare, sir. Fried okra,
Are they better than
Man.
Strouds?
chicken fried chicken or chicken fried steak. I mean, then those are a little bit different entrees, a little bit. I mean, they're the same thing, but different quite a bit. I love chicken fried steak's my favorite meal because one, it's a giant pain in the ass to make at your house.
Oh.
So like, if you want to like make chicken fried steaks at your house, you might as well just throw flour all over your kitchen.
Yep.
Kick a few things, be mad a couple times. Like it's not
Take the
worth
batteries
it.
out of the smoke alarm.
Like
You're gonna be
it's
burning shit.
it's a fucking ordeal. I make some good
whole
ones,
thing.
but it's still a fucking ordeal. So a lot of times when I go to restaurants, that's what I get because it's one of my favorite meals. But I'll try that chicken fried chicken.
Do the Pepsi challenge with it.
Yeah, 100%. Let's go together
I'm
and
down.
have a chicken
I'm
fried
down.
chicken. Norton's is baller.
Yep.
Norton's is a fucking baller joint.
100%.
We went today and we ate at the Anchor.
Yep.
And we had the fish and chips, and we had an old fashioned. We think maybe we should do this more. It's like have the same thing. What's your impression?
Yeah,
We'll have the.
We're gonna try to like review old fashions throughout the town, like and we got to do and we should do the Buffalo Trace as the common denominator. 'Cause
Really, you always make them.
Well, yeah, because then it just gives like every venue the same whiskey.
No.
That's what we did at Vorshay's?
Yeah, I know that's what we did, but I'm saying I want to see what they make me.
So should we just order the house one every time?
Order it how you're going to make it for me.
So we should take out the Buffalo Trace
Because look,
one at Vorshay's because that's the one we.
I have
ordered
always
specialty.
made my old fashions with rye whiskey. Always have. Always probably will. You know what I mean? But his buddy Tanner got us a Buffalo Trace old fashioned, and oh my god, it was like super yummy. It was delicious.
The best old fashioned.
John was there, yeah.
honestly.
And it was delicious.
It was tight pants.
Not gonna lie.
Tight
So,
pants.
so we asked today at the Anchor. We were like, "All right, so tell me about your old fashioned."
And they were straight
And she
up
said,
with the
"Well, we
Buffalo.
make it with Buffalo Trace," and we were like,
So,
"All right,
That would already be
Sold
in.
American.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that does it."
Yeah.
And it was good. It was different. I prefer the Vorshay's.
Yeah,
this one wasn't
we're
bad,
we're starting a list, and there's two on the list, and Vorshay's is a step above.
Yeah, I mean,
the one
one
we
of two. I mean,
So,
it's
like,
not a slight.
in your
I'm not
opinion, Matt,
hurting.
I'll ask your opinion since you're fucking standing here and giving us your time. So, if we go to old fashions at every place, should we make them do all of them with Buffalo Trace, or should they give us their house one, or give us their best one?
I mean,
Like, there's a bunch of different options. I thought maybe just do them all with Buffalo Trace, so it's like this. There's a common denominator, and then
so
the
we
rest
have
of
some
the
kind of consistency.
yeah, some sort of like base for our fucking scientific experiment.
Yeah, but like, what if they figured out
That's
that
not
this
that's not
bitters
the
goes
best
with
whiskey.
this bourbon, and like, you know what I mean? What if they figured out the concoction, and we go in there like assholes, like
100%.
change the whole base liquor of your
We're
drink.
going
Maybe
in
the
there like
particular
assholes no
type
matter
of
what.
like, isn't that like a chocolate drizzle thing that they put on there in Vorshay's?
cherry drizzle.
Cherry drizzle.
Cherry
yeah.
drizzle, yeah.
Maybe the particular cherry drizzle
shout
that
out
they
to
had.
Shock.
Shock was
Matches
our bartender. He
Shout out to
was awesome.
Shock. He's a local artist here in town.
And
Local hip hop artist.
shout out to Vorshay's.
Shout out to Vorshay's, yeah.
Doing some real cool
And
stuff.
shout out to the Anchor. Both. I mean, even though the
Yeah,
Vorshay's old fashioned was a little bit better in my opinion, I didn't hate the old fashioned I had at the Anchor.
Hey, I'm telling you that the fish and chips I had at the Anchor beat the fish and chips I didn't have at Vorshay's.
I beat the fish and chips I hadn't had in a hot minute because that was delicious.
Yeah, that's true. So so this week at open mic night, I had a guy traveling through from Atlanta, Georgia, and he was asking around about where to go. Where can I go play some music live in town? And my name popped up. The Barleycorns open mic popped up, and he came out and really impressed me. And we're going
His
to hang
name
out a
is?
little bit. His
His name
name is Anthony Mack.
Well, bring Anthony Mack out
Yeah,
here.
Anthony, if you're back there.
Yeah, he's gonna come.
on.
He's gonna maybe come to Shot Times tonight and maybe play some
Yeah,
music.
yeah,
I'm putting
well-
you on the spot, Anthony Mack.
Well, he's leaving tomorrow, and
So why not come
where are you
play?
going?
Where can we?
One
where
last
can we
going
go?
to
hurrah for
Detroit.
Anthony.
You're going
do
to
it.
Detroit.
Yeah, actually, specifically, I'm going to Flint.
Jesus, good luck.
I know.
Michigan?
Yeah.
Water, bring your own water.
Buy water here.
No, I'll
Take
tell
it.
you a story. I've been to Flint before, and when I went up there, I said, "Ma'am, I'd like a water," and she gave me a water bottle.
Yeah, that's it.
Scared the
I mean-
shit out of me.
Well, I mean, that's kind of you might get that even anywhere, kind of.
Do you have to shower with water bottles? Is it like a
I
couple
stayed in
holes on
Lansing.
top?
I mean, I know
the
quite a
hour.
bit about this subject. I won't get too deep into it, but yeah, you can take some showers. You can limit yourself to the water as
Yeah.
long as you're not.
I was staying in Lansing, dude. I ain't gonna like.
Why test it,
Flint
right?
is messed up. Yeah, Flint is.
So tell me his name one more time.
Is Anthony Mack?
Anthony
Yeah.
Mack.
And one of the interesting things he told me is that in Atlanta, the open mics are not.
Yeah, not so. You know, you guys were
Not so
talking about
open.
getting things better, and honestly, I've been absolutely shocked. I mean, Atlanta's like 10 times the size of Wichita, and yet the music scene is more or
10 times
less
might be
dead.
pretty
And to the
accurate.
point where I have nowhere to play, and I don't
Okay.
bother. But the few times I do, there's never an open mic as it is here. It's usually just show up at a bar and play. They usually will, especially in Mississippi and Alabama, will have a kind of set aside spot where you can kind of just play, as long as you ask the bartender, of course.
Well,
But you know, the open mic thing is really good. It gives you a place to like.
Well, and we have a bunch of like places here that are like super open to
Yeah.
like even be in music venues if they haven't tried it before.
I've been to two
It's
open
true, that's
mics
true, that
in
is
1
true.
week. I've only been here like a week or so. I've been
well, we're
to
about to go to another one tonight,
Yeah, we're gonna take you to. We're
and
gonna.
it's wonderful. There's so many
Yeah.
musicians
and you're
here.
welcome as well.
Yeah. So like even with you, I don't know if Norton's as a brewing company originally opened as trying to do music live there. That might have been part of their idea if they can get there. Like we got some grandiose ideas, but you
yeah.
try to do what you try to do, and then what comes.
What
So we
sticks
got
goes.
so
Yeah.
as Matt, who is an avid connoisseur of Norton's, he's got his birthday party going up. Like promote everything that's coming up on that show.
Yeah,
Give us dates. Give us bands. You got to pick. You're a little bit of an asshole getting to promote your own fucking birthday
All
at
I
your
said-
favorite place
all
that
I
you like to eat and with your favorite bands.
All
So
I
pivot.
said was like, "Hey man, let me book my birthday show here." He was all for it, man. Dan Norton, man, shout out to him. He loves
Amazing.
He loves not only live music but local live music, man.
Yeah.
So he's willing to
I
give
love it
everybody
for
a
it.
voice.
Yeah.
That's great.
So it's gonna be Friday, June 10th.
June 10th. Buy tickets.
Actually, it's gonna be a free show.
Free show.
Free show.
Donations.
All ages.
You
Is
gonna do
June 10th
donations?
your actual birthday?
No, it's June 13th.
That's
June
close
10th
enough.
is
But
my
that's online.
brother's actual birthday.
Well, you're gonna do donations. Like put out fucking tip jars and shit for that. Like if people get to come for free, as a
Open
suggestion.
the guitar case, you know.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
as a
man.
suggestion.
Feed me.
As a suggestion, you should.
Yeah, I mean, bands are getting fed, bands are getting paid.
Nice.
So that's two of my main concerns taken care of.
That's a
And
good
Norton's
promoter.
food
Good
is
promoter right
amazing.
here
Yeah.
for his own birthday.
Look at
They're getting a
Anthony
free
Pete.
meal at Norton's.
They're
Yeah,
gonna have
they're
But-
good.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be like 8:00. Kickoff.
what's all the bands? Did you say them all?
It's gonna be from Dodge City. You're gonna have Ether.
Nice.
Nice
I've
hard rock.
actually heard of them. I've heard of
Super
them.
good.
Yeah.
From Junction City, gonna be Diabolical Orange Monkey.
I don't know them, but I
Dude.
love their fucking
Yeah,
name of their
like-
band.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna have to check that out.
Dude, what-
or a Diabolical Orange Monkey.
Yes.
Start having
And-
our
And
initials.
we got
And from right here in Wichita, Hourglass.
these guys are killer.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
I don't know if you know.
fucking sick T-shirt. No, I haven't.
Well, killer band, really.
They're my boys.
So that's your birthday party coming up.
Yeah, man.
That sounds like,
I'm
and he's
super
got,
excited.
and we've had some off-camera discussions. Y'all motherfuckers don't get to know. He's got another show in the works. don't
Lots
you?
of cool stuff
He's got
in the
some
works.
cool fucking shit
Yes.
in the works. With bringing back some great people to doing some bands that were a big staple here. We're not going to mention too much, but I'm fucking excited for all the things he's doing, and I can't wait. I hope all those shows just come to fruition for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a fucking good time.
What's next for you, Anthony? You're flying out tomorrow. Where are you going?
Going to
What are you
Detroit. I'm going to
Detroit.
Yep, I'm gonna
To
go to Flint, do
drink
that
the
thing,
water.
come back to Atlanta. I have some gigs this weekend. I'm a bagpiper, so bagpipe things.
we
You play
Yeah.
fucking bagpipe too?
I'm in a competitive bagpipe band, and we need to prep for our next
Competitive was
competition.
a weird word for that sentence.
I know. Well, this is the thing people don't understand. There's this whole
I feel
So
like
good.
I could watch competitive bagpipe.
yeah, it's like a
Feels
whole
like
thing.
he's like
Do
slinky.
you guys like look really mean at each other?
Oh
Like,
no,
why-
it's intense, man. Like last time we were playing, man.
Is
the
it one on
band I
one?
went-
6-on-6? I mean, it's like, what
No,
about-
this is like each band's got like 10, 20, 30 people as much sometimes. They're like football teams.
Holy
Well, I'm
shit.
playing. We got the face. You know, you're going to do a face.
And then
That's how
there's
you know
drums. The
drums.
twirly drums.
Oh, yeah, the tenors.
Well, there's that really cool bagpipe band that runs around town on St. Patty's Day here in Wichita. You guys ever seen them? You guys haven't been out on St. Patty's Day where that random ass band is told in? The old dudes that roll up.
It's
Yeah,
not
they-
random. That's
Yeah, they have a thing. They have a name.
The
I don't
River
know
City-
it.
have a name.
Wind City Pipers. Or,
Yeah, they're fucking legit, and they go
Yeah.
around to every
Dang it! I wish I could remember
venue.
their name.
Yeah, everybody fucking knows. Like, tag it in the comments. We've had shots of rumplements. We've had
morons.
we got a banjo. We got a banjo player in the background. That's the kind of shit
we
we're
have
doing.
a fretless banjo player.
Okay, does that make it better?
Which why don't you tell us a little bit of the history of the fretless banjo?
Does that make
'Cause
it
this-
better for you?
Well,
Yeah, no,
this
it's
is old
Me and
school
Matt are like-
Appalachia.
I'm like-
This is old school Appalachia.
It's
Not
Spread
even
the
old
bumps
school
on the
online,
neck.
It's just
Those
there's
who
no
can't
fret-
play promote.
Yeah, fretless
talk.
is
We're talkers.
it's the way it's been done since banjo came from Africa, and until very recently, like 1940 or 50, that's been the way it was done. Frets have the advantage of capos, things like that. You can change keys, but with fretless, you do lose the ability to change keys. But you can play microtonally. You can slide with your voice. And American music is based on sliding through notes. Blues, you play blues.
Oh yeah.
Blues. The goal is you're supposed to speak with your instrument. So you can match your voice in any which way you please. There's nothing limiting you with frets.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a bass banjo as well. So it's tuned down 5 steps or so from what a normal banjo is.
Jeez.
And I'm a baritone, which sucks because I'm too low to be cool and too high to be impressive. So that thing fits my singing voice.
All right. So how can somebody find you playing this thing? We're gonna have to wrap here in a little
Yeah,
bit.
let's wrap. Both of you, real quick. Matt, first and foremost, pimp ICT Live, your YouTube channel, all the shows coming up real quick.
Where do we find you?
You can always find him at ICT Live is your YouTube channel, correct?
YouTube channel, yep. ICT Live on YouTube, ICT Live on Facebook. That's where I do my concert announcements and that kind of stuff. And that's
Yeah, and we'll hit you with some of the show
That's it.
that he promoted this weekend.
Yep.
That was at the
Yeah.
Muse at the end of this.
We have some video. We have some audio.
video. We have some video
coming.
and audio that we'll tag on to the end of this for Matt because it was a fucking awesome time.
It was a cool show.
It was a fucking
cool
awesome
show.
time. And
How do we find you? How do we find links to
Find
your
me,
music?
Anthony Mack, on Facebook. Now, I will say, having listening to y'all's speech about how to better promote myself, I just kind of roll up into town and play. So I think I might be improving that. But for now, Anthony Mack on Facebook.
Anthony Mack with a M-A-C-K.
M-A-C-K, which is funny because I'm not actually Scottish.
yeah.
all right, cheers. Let's wrap this bitch.
All right, guys.
Sure.
Let's roll that.
Beautiful bean footage.
Let's roll that beautiful.
Podcast is the show. There's an Oscar that don't you know? Hey,
A blacksmith courted me 5 months and better. He fairly won my heart, wrote me a letter with his hammer in his hand. He looked quite clever, and if I was with my love, I'd live forever. But where is my love gone? With his cheeks like roses and his good black billy cock on, decked around with primroses. I'm afraid the scorching sun will shine and burn his beauty, and may God protect him well, so he comes to me. Strange news has come to town. Strange news is carried. Strange news flies up and down that my love is married. I hope it brings them joy to know that they've deceived me, and may God reward them well for the slighting of me. Don't you remember when you lay beside me? You said you'd marry me, and you'd not deny me. If I said I'd marry you, it was only for to try you. So bear your witness, love, I'll not deny you. A witness have I none, save for God Almighty, and may He reward you well for the slighting of me. Her lip grew pale as one, it made her heart to tremble to think she loved the one, and he proved deceitful.